going to look at floridapm.net. All right. All right. So, Alex, you want to lead off on this one?
Yeah, I looked at it last night. This is a really good site. I like the simplicity of the callouts right smack in the center above the fold, and it's clear, right? Hire us, look at our rentals, if you're a resident, submit a maintenance request. I like that. So far, so good. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, I totally agree. That nav is definitely it's pretty accessible, and even 3 as opposed to 4 choices.
It's good, right? And we think in terms of threes. 3 is a great number for conversion. It's just something inside of us likes the number 3. I've read a book about the number 3, and it's interesting. There are many points. I'm not going to go into it, but 3 is a great number to use. 3 testimonials, 3 callouts, those kinds of things. Now, welcome to South Florida Realty Management. I think this is the area of opportunity here. I think the video here is good. The only thing is the blocks of text, they're nicely separated into smaller paragraphs, which is bearable. But if you have to do this, at least put some titles, like a large
formatting,
like larger, bullet style, titles, so people know what section to read and quickly scan it. Again, learn more is. I'm not in love with that call to action. That sounds like standard to me. I would personalize it a little bit more. So you can name the button anything you want. So that's something to think about. Other than that, this looks pretty good. Join us on Facebook. It's towards the end. It's not a bad thing necessarily. Nobody gets to the end almost. So if people who do, they might join you on Facebook, but no specific opinion on that.
Sure. Yeah. So last thing I would just mention here, just content-wise, we can talk about the structure and the graphics of the website all day long, but when we go beyond that, ultimately we're talking about psychology, offers, enticement. I think there could be a stronger enticement. If I'm early in the funnel, if I'm thinking about buying an investment property, or I'm self-managing and thinking about hiring someone, but I'm not ready to have a sales conversation, what I can do here is fairly limited. I like to see collateralized content, i.e. a newsletter, an ebook, something that is not just an email capture form, but it's a legitimate incentive to actually begin the relationship early. I don't see that here. I don't see that on a lot of sites. So that goes beyond just the structure of the website, but that's definitely an important element.
There's one item I want to mention, Jordan, before you leave. And that's what's called exit overlays. And I feel there's a good opportunity. So basically what exit overlay is, it has an algorithm that predicts when somebody wants to leave your website. So that's a great opportunity to pop a pop-up on them and ask them to download an ebook with just a very simple name and email ask. Okay, so have a simple ask. And as soon as somebody navigates to the back button or to away from your website, that pop-up comes up. And it's very inexpensive to install on your website, and it's called exit overlays. There are a bunch of companies that provide that service. And I think if you don't want to download an ebook on the front center of your homepage, exit overlay is an opportunity for that.
So, Becky, I'm really interested to hear your commentary on exit overlays. We've all experienced them and been annoyed at some point in time, in so much as people are just trying to get in front of your face. I think valuable content in tandem with an exit overlay
I
can
do
be
find
legit.
them annoying
but
myself.
Becky, what's your take on those?
I think even like a chat on a website can be annoying. But I would probably lean a little bit toward your way, Jordan, which is just putting it right out there front and center rather than having it pop up. I do personally find that to be one of the most annoying things. That is personal preference, though. I'm not saying it's
Okay.
wrong or right.
Fair enough. So we go to marketing conferences, and there are people who love them, there are people who hate them, but the cold, hard fact is they work.
They do work, but again, qualifying it by saying when you are soliciting something of value. Okay, all right. So we'll keep.
But I hate them too, Becky, by the way.
We have
personally.
Next one